Good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome on this very wet night. Wet again in Wales. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, sorry about the lighting. It's a little bit harsh, isn't it? Anyway, I'm not going to be spending too much time in front of the camera. Welcome, welcome. And thank you everybody who is already chatting away on the live. Welcome if you are watching on the replay. And if it's the first time you've ever come here, you are super duper welcome. Please hang around, have a look around on my channel, see if there's some other videos that you may enjoy. There are plenty of stamping, plenty of fun. Sometimes there's more talk than stamping. Sorry about that. Just forward the talking and get on and watch the fun stamping if that's what you're here for. But if you enjoy getting to know other crafters from around the world, you know, hang in there in the chat. It's quite fun, and yeah, you soon get to know the different characters from around the world. They're all very very friendly. So hello Valerie, Anne, Vicky, Annie, Shaz, Lorraine, Martina. Hello Martina, you've got a really unfortunate typo earlier, just saying. You may want to remove it. Yeah, just thought. I see what, yes, I've seen what you've written it now. That's so funny. That's like my rudest ever word. Anyway, hi Gina, hi Sue. Sometimes we do have to have a little giggle at the typos. It just happens sometimes. I get it. You know, it happens to the best of us. Whenever I try and type, when I used to try and type my son's name, Ethan, it always used to come out as ethanol. Yeah, ethanol. Please tell me your funniest typos without getting too rude, please. Hi Jan Buckney from Brisbane. Hello. Hello MB Stamper. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hi Renee Paris. Oh, that's such a lovely name. Renee Paris from Columbus, Ohio. And Nessa. Hi Nessa. Hi Susan. Lorraine's been cooking all day. Awesome. Yeah, I gotta love an autocorrect. Hi Janice. Diane. Shaz, Bonnie. Clydine, Kathleen. There's some new names popping up. You are all very welcome. Please, let's get to know you a little bit. Please don't be giving away too many personal details, because remember, this is a public space, so I look out for your safety. But please do join in the fun. Right, let's get stamping, everybody. I just felt like I felt like doing something floral. You know, that's me. You know how I love a bit of floral. But then I wanted to do something that could be used if you know, if I so wished. But I'll see how it goes. If I wanted to make a Christmas card, I could. Or if I just wanted a really pretty kind of wintry looking card. Sorry, I'm just, look at the mess on my desk here. I've got a pile of stuff and I'm just going to move all of it off because it needs to be sorted. Most of this needs to go in my scrap box, but I'm just going to move it off my desk so that I can have a great big clear space to the side of me to put my ink pads and stamps and so forth. Oh my goodness, that's better. That's better. Why don't I do that more often? Oh, look, there's my Just Keep Stamping blah blah blah. What's it called? Coaster. Sorry, I forgot the name of it then. Right, I do also have plans. All I've done is picked out 3 colours so far, but I am planning to use more. I have plans for maybe doing a little bit of silver embossing as well, because I think there needs to be snowflakes. We're going for a bit of a wintry look. I want some snowflakes on here. But to start off with, what I'm going to do is lay down a little bit of colour, and I think I'll go for this holly leaf here. I mean business. I'm still standing up, everybody. I haven't even taken my seat yet. This means, like, you know, super duper quick stamping. I want to get on with it tonight. So, gotta grab my mats. Hello April, happy early Thanksgiving. Yes, indeed. Oh, apologies. Anybody who gets my Artful Stampin WhatsApp messages, I made a little bit of an error on Sunday morning. I for those of you who may not realise this, I use my Artful Stampin channel for my church live because it's the only channel that we have in our house that has over 1,000 subscribers. And so since lockdown, we've been using my YouTube channel. And normally the link gets shared with our church WhatsApp group, and I was absolutely sure that I shared it in the right place until after church somebody said, oh, the link didn't come up. And I went, oh, didn't it? Oh, that's a bit weird. And I had messaged somebody else privately and thought, oh, well, that's what I must have done. Anyway, then the other day I was checking and realised I think I shared it on the Artful Stampin WhatsApp group. So my sincerest apologies. I don't usually do that, and well, I don't ever do that. That was a mistake. So I'm sorry if I might have got you out of bed to watch something that wasn't to do with crafting. But anyway, I didn't have anyone complain, but I wanted to apologise because that was my error. Hi, Carolee. Hi, Diane. Hi, Gina. Oh, thank you, Miss Vicky. Your desktop is a complete mess as I have 4 different die cutting projects. Whoa, that's a risk. Yeah, you know, you're looking to lose something there. Oh, don't mean to do that. You're looking to lose something there, Susan. You better watch out. All right, so I thought a nice little bit of green first. And I'm just stamping kind of in sort of clusters. I'm not really thinking about how these clusters are working. I'm just kind of creating, just having fun, creating leaves all over my page. And then I was thinking about making some really gorgeous turquoise roses, because I can. You know, I know they're not normally that colour, but why not? Because, you know, they're fun. Okay, we'll stop there with the green. Any thoughts on a beginner class on a Saturday? Well, where are you, Kathleen? Are you, I can do class 1. So class 1 is called Clusters and Lines. And that's really great for kind of if you're beginning in doing sort of stump one sheet wonder type thing. Yeah, it depends where you are in the world. I do have a space on December the 17th in my morning, but the only problem is my morning is USA's very, very early hours of the morning, but I was planning to do it for the Australians. I'm wondering whether I should need to get on and just stamp the roses. And I did want to do it in turquoise, but I'm wondering whether I need to do it in a darker colour, like Pacific Point or something, and then have the turquoise. Because I don't think the turquoise is going to show up with that green behind it now. So much as I love the turquoisey colour, sorry, it's called Tahitian Tide, I just call it turquoise. You're in New Jersey. Ah, okay. So what I'm aiming, where I'm aiming my roses is kind of like in the middle of wherever I've kind of stamped that cluster of holly leaves. And I'm just trying to do 2 quite close together. Oh, I did a sort of random sort of bunch there. Okay, that's fine. Let's fill these in and then I'll look at maybe doing another one up there. Oh, I haven't set, well, it would be, I was thinking of doing it at 10 a.m. But what am I doing? What am I teaching? Oh, I'm doing, masking technique actually on the 17th, which would be your, I think it'd probably be about your 2 o'clock in the afternoon. if you're interested in doing the masking technique, if you have the right stamp sets for it, you're more than welcome to join me for that one. The roses look like eyeballs. They do a little bit. Yeah, they do. All right. Oh, I think I'm going to use the Tahitian Tide to use this one. Now, I know I've given it a bit of a stamp surgery, but I think that would look lovely. But before I do that, I want to put a bit of green, another bit of green down. And I'd like to use this stamp here, this gorgeous kind of fern from Nature's Prints. That's pretty, isn't it? Oh, I like that. And because it's a rubber stamp again, I don't need my mat. Oh, Janice! No serious injuries, but shaken up. Oh, I bet you are. Oh, yeah, take care. The stamp set is from True Beauty, Lorraine. True Beauty. So I'm aiming this fern in kind of so that it comes from the roses but is in the lighter area. So I'm not going to stamp it over the green I've already done. I'm aiming for the section that is lighter, and also doing second generation. So one, and then seeing where it will fit and going for it. I quite like the two different greens together, because although the parakeet is quite zingy, it's got lots of yellow tones to it, the soft succulent is more of a bluey green, but it's really going nicely with the Pacific Point because it's got those blue tones in it. Oh, I'm sure Peter will take great care of you, Janice. He's a good egg. Oh, has he been watching the football again? Oh, Japan. Oh my word. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert. Okay, if you don't want to know the football scores, you better switch off for a few seconds. So today is the 23rd of November, and Japan and Germany played, and Japan won. It was quite incredible. It was a very, very good game. Right, that's looking very pretty. I like that. Hello, Brian. What's he telling me? A male sent me a text one time stating he loved me instead of sending the text to his wife. I told him it doesn't mean I would sleep with him. The funny thing, went on a mission trip and shared a bed. Ah! That's funny. Sorry, everybody. It's all right. Brian's safe. He's Vicky's husband. No, Brian, come on here. You don't come in. You come on here so rarely, and then you just start telling funny stories. Oh dear. Hello, Jan. Oh look, it's Fred there. Fred and Brian can have a little bit of a chit chat. So if you're watching this on the replay and thinking, who's Ruth speaking to? I'm chatting to people who are watching the live. I think it's very lively in the chat, doesn't it? All you know is that Australia won the rugby, and that's the most important thing. Well, it is if you like rugby. Yeah. Oh, bless him, Janice. Yes, Martina, behave yourself. Goodness me, if that's what it takes to get Martina to behave, Vicky, you need to have Brian pop in more regularly. If anyone wants to join the birthday card sending Facebook group, you need to be a member of Artful Stampin Space first, and then the information for Artful Stampin Space contacts is another Facebook group, and you just need to agree to a couple of things in order to be able to be on there. And it's simple stuff like do not share anyone's address with anybody else, and you need to share your own address, and you need to share your address in the format that I require it, and it's basically the way your address is written on your envelopes. You also need to make sure you put your country as well. So then you put your date of birth, and so if you want to, you can send cards to other people on that list, and you may receive some cards yourself. I apologize now, you'll probably not get a card from me, because if I started sending cards to absolutely everybody, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. But what I do try and do is, if I know it's somebody's special birthday, I will try and send them something. So oh, Kathleen. Okay, Kathleen, if you email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, I'll be in correspondence with you and find out what stamp sets you've got, and then you can make a better decision. Remind me at the end of this class, though, remind me at the end of this video to just show you an example, and maybe I can talk through it with everybody anyway, in case there are more people who want to book on, because there's not actually many people booked on it just yet. So there we go. You basically just need to know how to stamp, Kathleen. Is there anyone on here who's done the masking class with me? Would you say it's like super technical? Well, I mean, I do explain it. So as long as you need to have masking paper, though. You've got to have masking paper. And you need to have some blender brushes, and you need to, anyway, I'll explain it later. Right, so that's the Tempting Turquoise gone down, although I'm spotting a little area up there that I've forgotten to put some. Start again. Let's put that in there, and I think I might want a little bit there. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop there. So what am I missing, everybody? What do you think needs to go on here now? See, I'm itching to put some silver snowflakes on this. But I need to find my embossing buddy if I'm going to do that. See, I've got a spare one that I keep if I can't find the usual. I try and always put it back in the right place, but it doesn't always work. Oh, found it. It's fallen down. Okay. Okay, so this is the embossing buddy, and this, it's worth swiping this across your work if you're about to do some embossing, because it stops the ink sticking where it shouldn't. Right, I want to make sure this is loose, and also this is swiped as well. Okay, so silver embossing powder. What did Kathleen say? I'll try to remind, but I'll have to leave in a few. Okay. Yeah, well, if you just drop me a quick email now, I'll correspond with you. That's gold. Don't want that. Don't want gold. Don't want clear. Don't want white. Oh. Clear. Oh, silver. There it is. Right. Where's the... Oh, I lost it for a minute then. Here it is. I'm going to bring my mats back on, because I am going to be using photopolymer. Hi, Sherry. Oh, yes, it does need dottage for Nessa. Yes, for sure. But let me get some of these silvers on first, and then... try not to put them on the roses themselves. Don't know why, just doesn't feel right. And then trying to remember where I stamped them. Because it's clear embossing ink pad. Ooh, what if we do silver? Could do silver dottage. Did I get Quiet Meadow out? Oh, I've got itchy foot. You know what? I'm just going to do this first and then make a decision. Ooh, there's space for one right there. Where's my stamp gone? There it is. I'm going to very carefully just fold that over for a second and stamp another snowflake sort of there. That'll do. Oh, I was putting it in the wrong place. All right, I think that'll do. Now tidy this up before it goes everywhere. Put the lid on really quickly. Hi, Jodie. Oh, busy cooking. Fred is making dip for the vegetables. Oh, nice. Cranberry nut bread, cranberry sauce, sweet potato pies done today. Ooh. Oh yes, I forgot. This is the Thanksgiving food talk. Oh, now who was it last year? Was it Tashana was talking about her like southern fried turkey that her husband does. That sounded amazing. Tashana, if you're watching, hello. I'm sitting here sugaring my head to help with the embossing. Why, thank you. I feel your sugar. Oh, thanks, Joan. Well, this embossing powder is probably the same age as my other gold one that I keep saying it doesn't work properly. But it's beautiful. It's working fantastic. I guess the trick is as soon as it's heated, you just move away. Move away from the embossing powder once it's changed, you know. So pretty. Look at that. Right. I think we need some pretty dark leaves and some dottage, and we also need some vintaging. I think we need a bit of this. What do you think? Just a little bit in the background, like in a pale grey. Smoky Slate, we'll call our pale grey. So if you're new to Stampin' Up! And Stampin' Up! Products, all the colours have got names. And the names help us kind of remember the colours. So this one's called Smoky Slate. It's this gorgeous kind of like pale grey. It's very light, but it's just very pretty to have in the background, like so. Okay, it's very, very light there. But this is what I think makes it kind of look a bit vintagey. So I'm going to see also if there's this stamp here, which is kind of just like it's like a weird splatter. I think I might stamp some of these all over. Just kind of makes it look a bit aged, you know? Makes the paper look a bit old, like it's got age spots on it. Just being pretty random with this. Just stamp it everywhere. Okay, enough of that. So I wanted to do a darker green and, oh, maybe a bit of garden green. I was thinking of going something like Evening Evergreen, but I think that would be too dark. So I'm just going to go with a little bit this and just sort of find the best spot to pop it. There we go, that's quite nice. Don't need it everywhere. Oh, I finished watching that episode of Columbo that had Dick Van Dyke in it. It was good. Oh, how they got him at the end. Very clever. It's good old Columbo. Someone has invented a green bean casserole flavoured water. Ooh. I mean, really? Well, Tina's talking about something delicious. What's that then? Oh, Lorraine is putting in the apple pies. They came out with turkey and gravy flavoured soda. Oh, is that so, Janice? Ah, so Janice just said the gold doesn't keep as well as the silver. Ah, it must be something about the science in it. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't feel so bad now. So this little gorgeous leaf is from Christmas. What's it called? Vintage Christmas. Haha. But you know what? You don't have to use it on Christmas stampings. You can just use it for any floral, really, because it's such a beautiful combination of leaves. It's got different textures in there that work so well. And look, this isn't designed to go with this stamp set, but it just sort of, because it's kind of slightly, it sort of fits around something, you can make it fit around all sorts of things. So it works, doesn't it? Yeah, Ruth, you say soda. Yeah, we say pop or fizzy. Yeah, we say fizzy drinks, fizzy pop, fizzy soda. We don't, yeah, for us soda is a particular type of flavour. Yeah, soda water is a very particular. So I don't think we tend to use the word soda so much. Oh, so today, my friend who is who set up the Potter's House charity that I'm involved in came round, and we were just sorting out trying to streamline some paperwork, and that was fun. And then another friend of mine has been helping me. We're going to be sorting a kind of like Christmas campaign, a Christmas funding campaign, because you know, people like to at this time of year perhaps give a bit of a different gift. You know, if you, I don't know, sometimes you have family members and you think, what can I give them? And rather than give them something they're not going to enjoy or use, or, you know, and you don't want to waste money, some people give gifts to charity and then you know, tell the person, oh, this is what I'm giving to. So we are hopefully starting a bit of a kind of Christmas campaign to show how much your, you know, people who support will, what the money could be used for. So we actually need money just to kind of for general funds to pay for our manager, who does an amazing job reaching out to families and children and supporting families to send their children to school, to educate the parents, to encourage the parents to go to like parenting support classes, sometimes to identify children who are disabled and have been basically kept indoors for ages, and encourage the parents to go to disability support groups and so on. So yeah, so if you've never heard of the Potter's House CBO, it's a charity that I support. I've done fundraising efforts for them, and if there's any part of you that thinks I'd love to give a gift of to a charity for somebody, please just hold out for a couple more weeks, and that all will be revealed. So as we sort of share more information about it. Right, I wanted to add one of these leaves. I don't think it needs to be as dark as that one. I'm thinking Granny Apple Green. So it's like a tone in between the parakeet and the garden green. I just feel like I need another sort of texture in there that's going to hold its own. So I'll put that to one side. There we go. What was that? A hint for me to do what now? I need a one-sheet wonder using the pine cones. I nearly thought I have got it to the side of me, Vicky, because I thought it'd be nice to do grey pine cones to make them look like snowy. I was thinking of that and maybe doing pine cones and roses. So let's see what is oh right, well if I finish this now I may have time to do another quick one. Sometimes your wish is my command, you know. Sometimes. Take care, Bonnie. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful time. Have you got family coming? I have done one-sheet wonders with the pine cones. I have, but I thought of doing like, because I've called this vintage rose, like not Christmas, winter roses. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do pine cones and roses? So I'm just going to finish this off and then I'll have a stab at that. Adding this has really kind of lifted the whole piece. I love it. Just looks so much better. Thank you, Glenna. I have such awesome cheerleaders. Thank you, everybody. There we go. Right, a little bit of dottage. Did I get quite? Oh, I don't think I grabbed Quiet Meadow. I might just use Perched in a Tree because that has some pretty dottage as well. still haven't found that missing one. Right. I think I might do it in Pacific Point because I haven't used Pacific Point again, have I? So sometimes when I do these lives, I just do stamping, and then sometimes I do stamping and making the cards, and then sometimes I come on and use just make cards. So it is worth checking out my playlists if you are trying to find a particular thing. Also, there is a search function. If you're viewing my channel, you can try and search my videos for certain things, and I do try to list all the products I use in a video so that it might come up in a search. If you come across a video that hasn't got things listed, please just comment on it and I will try and go back and list things. Sometimes I get too busy and I forget to list. So I try and get in the habit of listing things as soon as I've done a video, and then there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Hello, Jenny. Right. So anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Oh, you're talking about... What are you talking about now? I can't follow. Right. Right. I'm just going to pop that aside for a second. Need a piece of papier. There we go. So what did I say? I was going to do pine cones. Here we go. Thought it'd be nice to do some... Ooh! Now, I think I very rarely use the small ones. Let's use the small ones, because that would probably work better. Oh, what if I did grey with some Tahitian Tide? I know pine cones don't come that colour, before you all shoot me. Before you start shouting at me at the screen. They don't come in that colour. But it's artistic license, you know. Right, let's stick that there for a moment. Right, where it is. Pine cones and roses. Yes, pine cones and roses. That's what we're aiming for. So I'm kind of treating the pine cone like I would normally treat a leaf, because the pine cones are going to be near the roses. The roses are going to kind of go in the middle again. I might go for Night of Navy roses this time. All right. Oh, take care, Heidi Selinsky. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you, Gina. Ooh, don't want Glenna yelling at you. Thumbs up. Ooh, something was on there. Okay, so I'm not being super strict in aligning these properly. These are two-step stamping stamps, so you can stamp the larger image or the fatter image, the more bold image, whatever you want to call it, and then you can stamp the more detailed image over the top. So, I mean, obviously the closer you can match it up, the better. I feel like one of those magicians, you know, when they flip coins in their hands. I'm getting good at flipping the block around. Oh, missed one. Okay, fun. You know what? I'm staring at this lovely scripty one and I'm thinking, while I've got Tahitian Tide open, I am just going to go for it. I'm going to add some script while I can. You're a well-seasoned stamper to be able to quick draw the block. Yeah, I use the smaller pine cones for this one, Andrea. Right, what sort of blue are we thinking? Are we thinking Night of Navy for the roses or Bermuda Bay? Look, what do you think? Let's have a vote. Night of Navy or Bermuda Bay? Oh, excuse me. It's near my bedtime. Right, so I want to stamp some pretty leaves. So while you guys are deciding, Vicky's already spoken. Bermuda Bay. Okay, in that case, I'll save that for a second. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, Glenna. I'll use the navy for something else. I'll use it for I think I'll use it for doing the pretty and the delicate stuff. Nice. If you're going to emboss the silver, you should use the Night of Navy. Ah. Yeah, I think I will do the silver again. Hi, Annika. Hi, Sula Blanc. Hi, Sheila. Don't worry, I will bring the navy on for something. Let's do some pretty leaves now. These look almost grey. This green looks almost grey compared to the Bermuda Bay, but that's all right. So you know how colours just can look so different when they're put with other colours? That's why it's so much fun experimenting with colour schemes. Because if I was to put this soft succulent next to a different colour, it just would look different. So. Oh, Andrea, you can zoom in on your phone now. Well, depending how new your phone is, sorry. Yeah, have you tried zooming in? I'll tell you when to zoom in for the dottage, everybody. Oh, did she? Oh, I missed Alan. Ah. Oh, Andrew goes, oh, mind blown. No, this is not quite right, is it? There we go. That's better. Oh, it's very, very kind of you to go between the two of us, Cindy. That's when your secondary device is helpful. Right. That's pretty. I like that. I'd like to use this one, not use this one today. So maybe with a bit of garden green, as I have it out already, to get that kind of like pine effect, or pine leaf effect. So I don't want to really interrupt my gorgeous pine cones there. So I'll just put some of these here. That's a fun texture, isn't it? Hi, Janine. Did I say hello to you, Jane? Hello, Jane. Hello, Lorraine. The other Lorraine. Hello, Alyssa. Nice to see you. Right, so shall we do the snowflakes now? Just got to find it again. Let's get my... Oh no, I'll leave that on there for a sec. I'm going to do my buddy first. My buddy. I went all cockney then. My buddy. I wonder how many different ways you can say the word buddy. Buddy, body, buddy. Yeah, they do. The Inica, yes, the green sprigs make them really pop. All right, so let me see if I can do this slightly better than I did it last time. So, Versamark ink is clear ink. This time I'm going to go left to right rather than... I did it that columns last time, didn't I? And I completely lost track. So, one there. One there. One there. One there. One there. Then one there. Oh, I think we could get 3 in here. 2, 3. There. 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 One off there. Maybe one there. Whew. Let's get my scrapbook paper back on. My dog was looking at the screen as you were saying his name, Buddy, because that's his name. Sorry. Sorry, Buddy. Right. Do the little shimmy, do the shimmy, 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 shimmy. Oh, look, I stuck my thumb in that bit. That wasn't clever, was it? Right, I think we're going to have to just go with that one because I have made a mess. Oh my goodness, I've got embossing powder everywhere. Oh, Ruth. Oh, for goodness sake. Wasn't meant to do that. you think I can use my embossing buddy to bring it all together? Because it's not going to stick to that, really, is it? Do the old hand swipe, you know, when you're like getting crumbs off your kitchen sides. Slap the chamois over the bin. There we go, got rid of that. There we go, I've invented a new saying, slap your chamois. It's like Bob Ross, but not the brush. Just beat the devil out of it. Oh my goodness, that stuff goes everywhere. Don't do that. No, don't do that, everybody. Bad idea. Right, start in one side. Oh yeah, please share my video with your crafting friends. Or friends who'd like to get into crafting. Because I've got over, oh gosh, I'm going to say 30 years experience crafting. And you know, I drop in some of those tip bombs from time to time. Those time-saving, money-saving tips. I'm a bit of a frugal crafter, you know. I know that name is already taken on YouTube, but, you know, I can frugal craft. Oh, I saw your pink pine cones. They were gorgeous, Elisa. If you don't follow Elisa, is it Elisa or Alyssa? Alyssa Tilsner's YouTube channel. She does some beautiful cards. And she did this gorgeous pink pine cone one. It was super fun. Why not, eh? Why not have pink pine cones? Hello, Rachel Hansma from Calgary, Alberta. Nice to have you here. Okay, so we've done a bit of the old soft succulent, got a bit of garden green. What about some granny apple green now? And I think I might return to that lovely stamp I used earlier, which brought me so much joy. This one here. Put my stamping mats back on. Yeah, she has. Well, if you just click on her name, Alyssa Tilsner, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, then her YouTube channel will come up. It's blue. Yes, Janine loves blue. Blue, da ba dee, da ba da. Right, now I don't want to stamp over the pine cones. Must not stamp over the pine cones. So let's just add a bit of this extra green here and there, just to kind of brighten up the whole thing. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the leaves are kind of radiating from that point of the, you know, wherever the roses are. Just makes it easier to know where to place things when you've got a few focal points. And if you followed my channel for any amount of time, you know that I like to have the leaves coming from behind the flowers, not floating somewhere randomly. I mean, that's you know, you can do that sort of design. I'm not saying you can't. It's just when you stamp clusters like this, it makes sense for the leaves to come from behind them. Right, I just feel like I need to put a few more of that green in. Okay, that just brightens it up a little bit, and that's great. Oh, thank you, Inika. Ah, 2 Albertans in the house. Right, so I haven't yet used this gorgeous thing here, but I feel like it's kind of full enough. So I think I might just do some dottage with, I said I was going to use Night of Navy, didn't I? But I'm wondering whether to do some other, something else. I'm just having a look at the stamps I've got on my desk and see if there's anything else. Ooh. It might be fun to do some dark snowflakes. I was wondering whether to do some of these. You know what, I'm just going to do some dark snowflakes because I tend to do the snowflakes in a pale colour, but hey, why not? Make them shine. I've got a particularly juicy Night of Navy ink pad right now. Ooh, about 2nd generation. Ooh, makes it very dramatic, doesn't it? Oh no, that's absolutely fine, Alyssa. Nice to have you here. It's the self-promotion that we don't appreciate, Alyssa. It's when people come in and shout about themselves. We don't like it when they do it. But when we give a shout out, it's absolutely fine. YouTube etiquette and all that. You know. It's weird, isn't it, in social media world, especially like with live streaming and stuff, that, you know, it's only really become popular in the last, oh gosh, sort of 8 to 5 years. I feel like there's kind of a bit of a, yeah, it's like an etiquette that's grown up around live streaming, which I think is rightly so, because I sort of look at it as, you know, I'm live streaming, and when you come to watch me, it's like I'm inviting you into my home. And the way I see it is, you know, if you were to go to someone's, visit someone, you wouldn't then go into that house and then go, hey guys, I've got a really nice house, do you want to come visit me? You wouldn't do that straight away. And so that's the way I see it. However, if the host says, oh, welcome, so-and-so, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, hey, they've got a really lovely house, would you like, you know, or they're a really nice person, would you like to go visit with them? Then that's different. So Alyssa, it's totally fine. You're very welcome. Right, I'm just looking for the gaps. See, I really fancy doing one over the rose. Shock, horror. Just looks okay. See there, I think I need one there somewhere too. Not right in the middle, but, you know, somewhere near. I know this has gone a bit crazy snowflakey, but I really like it. It's very dramatic. There we go. Oh, thank you, Janice. Oh, Leanne's got the pumpkin pies in the oven. Oh, lots of love, Gina. Yeah, I know you struggle, sweetheart. I was just reflecting on how I love the connections between different people now, and all these prayers that are said for different folks around the world. Please do feel free to share if you just need some prayer or anything. You don't have to give out lots of information, but if you ever feel like you need some, just say. Right, there we go. Ooh, I need one over here. Right, I'm going to stop there before I go absolutely bananas with the snowflakes. Just for Jazzy. Oh. Now, because Janice loves butterflies so much, I remember the other year, I think I tried to send her, I don't know if I did get around to sending her a Christmas card, but I think I tried to send one with butterflies on. All right, let's do some dottage. Of course, with Night of Navy, gotta go on there. You would so love this ink pad right now, Janice. It is so juicy. But not over juicy, just like beautifully juicy. It was because I was trying to have a bit of a clear out of my nearly finished re-inkers, and I just like went, oh, shove it, just put the bottle on. Oh, that's rather a lot of ink. Oh well, squish it in. Pumpkin pie and chocolate chip cookies. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to have to go and buy some butternut squash and make some pumpkin pie. I just put it in the blender usually. Oh, I cook the butternut squash and then blend it with brown sugar and cinnamon and egg and put it in a pie crust. Right, there we go, everybody. There we go, so you don't have to zoom in. Happy Thanksgiving. There we go. Right, so let's bring the other one back on and we'll go through the colours used. So similar, there are lots of similarities between the two of them. So I used the Fern from Nature's Prints for the first one, not the second one. The Rose is from a stamp set called True Beauty. That rose there. And then for this one I used this stamp here. Ooh, I'm wondering whether I should use that one. Oh well, it's too late. I've done it now. Now I'm looking at the stamp set, I'm like, ooh, what else can go on there? From Perched in a Tree, I use the spackle. And from Sending Smiles, I use the leaf. I'm so sorry, I've just realised how stamp heavy this is. But anyway, I know some of you have a lot of stamps. You don't have to buy all these stamps. You can sometimes find good stamp sets that have a lot of similar things in. So for example, if you've got Christmas season, you could do a lot of this because look, there's a pointy leaf, there's a pointy leaf. Right, let's compare. I know that one's a little bit pointier, but look, you've got very similar leaves. So Christmas season, I would say, is your go-to because it's got so many different kind of leaves, types of leaves. It's got the two sizes of pine cones. True Beauty is awesome. You've got this gorgeous rose, then this kind of foliage type thing that I did do stamp surgery with. You could use the leaves as well for something else. So let me do a kind of, I'll list everything, but then do a, if you really must only have a couple of stamp sets, get those ones. Right, Snowflake. There are plenty of other stamp sets with snowflakes in, so, you know, go for that. But this one is particularly pretty, and I did use this kind of weird speckle on this one as well. Ranunculus Romance. Again, if you've got some sort of vintage script, you can use that, but this is the one I'm currently using, and it's from Ranunculus Romance. Vintage Christmas. Oh, you do need this one. because this is worth the money. This set of leaves, so pretty. And the flowers are really pretty as well. That actually, I nearly was thinking of stamping this on somewhere, but I didn't. Right, so I used leaves of holly right at the beginning just to put down some colour. But again, if you really, really, really have to choose, I would say go for, you know, you've got a big bold kind of like leaf there that could be used. And if you really must, you could use, I don't know, the pine cones in Parakeet, just to put some colour down. You know, you think outside the box. Sometimes when you're doing that first layer of just getting colour down, it doesn't really matter what you're really stamping, as long as you just get some colour down. So yeah, limey coloured pine cones for the background would be absolutely fine. So there you have it. I'll go through the names of them again because I know I've been waffling quite a bit. So we've got Perched in a Tree, Nature's Prince, Sending Smiles, True Beauty, Season of Chic, Ranunculus Romance, Vintage Christmas, Leaves of Holly, and Christmas Season. Okay, that's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Right, so colours, let's go through this one then. Parakeet Party for the background leaves, Pacific Point for the roses, then I use Garden Green for the darker green leaves, and Tahitian Tide for some of the foliage in the background, Smoky Slate for the kind of script and some weird dots, then Soft Succulent for the kind of fern type patterns. I think that was it for that one. Then on this one we went with Bermuda Bay roses, Tahitian Tide and Smoky Slate pine cones, and also Tahitian Tide in the background with the script. Then Soft Succulent for some of the leaves, Garden Green for the pine needles. Didn't use Parakeet. Oh, where's Garden Green? Oh, I forgot about Granny Apple Green. Oh, sorry, Granny Apple Green on this one as well. I will list them separately in the description. Granny Apple Green again for these leaves. And then lots of Night of Navy for the snowflakes and the dottage. And silver embossing powder. Gorgeous for the embossing. There we go. Right, are there any questions? I am waiting for Christmas season anxiously. Oh, I hope it turns up soon. Thank you for your super chats today, guys. Really, really thank you, thank you, thank you. If you ever fancy just PayPal tipping me, of course you can go to the link in the description if you'd really like to do that. But what I would, if you can purchase from me and be a customer, I'd love that to happen. But if, you know, I know some of you are already demonstrators, some of you are already customers of somebody else. I have no wish to steal your business from anybody else. Please just shop with whoever you normally shop with and support, you know, your either local demonstrator or your friend or whoever it is. But if you don't have a demonstrator, then please consider emailing me for a catalogue. And if you live in England, France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Ireland and Belgium and UK, then I can sell you stamps. Yeah, basically it's as simple as that. I can sell you stamps. So I still need to gather the courage to try such a one-sheet wonder. Well, Inika, I would suggest if you do have a lot of the stamps that I've just showed you, just go through the video step by step, pause it, you know, if you need to catch up, because yeah, I'm a mean flicker with the old blocks. So just you know, maybe slow it down to 0.75 speed. Right, who's got a question? Martina has a question. How did you cut the leaf thingy up? Ah, right, I will show you. Good question. Just got to find it. Okay, so it's easy if I flip it over. So, I cut it at that point there. Now, if you want to cut it a bit lower down, that's absolutely fine. But I just felt that, and I actually cut it so I could see the rubber, because the idea was to try and cut down there so it didn't look too obvious. Oh, sorry. I tried to cut there so it wasn't so obvious. But if you ever need to just use them back together again, I just put them on the block together and it kind of works. Look at my inky fingers now. Never mind. Right. Thank you, Sue LeBlanc. Oh, hi, Ellen. Sorry I missed your live. Miss Cindy was multitasking. She was watching you and me at the same time. Lovely to see you, Alyssa. Was there any other questions? Hi, Jackie Elliott. That's my most used stamp set this year. Oh, Christmas season. Yeah, I know. You know what? I think it's wrongly named. I don't think it should be called Christmas season at all, because I mean, maybe, I don't know, Pinecone Party, or I don't know, something like that, because it's, yeah, no, I don't like, yeah, I wish they would think a little bit differently about renaming things or naming things, because in Australia, your Christmas, you don't have these plants. So, I don't know, it could be called Winter Forest or something, for, you know, that kind of thing. And also, when you're searching for the name of something, like when I think of this stamp set, I think pine cones, but it's got no pine cone in the in the name. If anyone at Stampin' Up is listening, oh dear. Yeah, good, Martina. Yeah, I think you will benefit from it being cut up a little bit. Yes, now, yes, exactly, Inika, because in your part of the world, yes, you have them all year round. Yeah, you're quite right. It should be called all year round. No, I'm joking. Right, everyone. Oh, I've turned into a pumpkin. I need to go. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for your continued support of my channel. And seasonal foliage. Yes, that's a nice name, Jackie. Should we like submit our alternative names for things? Very good. Right. Oh, I've got to go. Oh my goodness. Yawning. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I've got my I've got a class tomorrow with an in-person class, which should be fun. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. And I've also got to film my Christmas Stampathon. I've been brewing. I hope Ellen's listening. Yes, Ellen's still there. I've been brewing over what I'm going to be doing, and I've got it all planned out in my head, and I can't wait to have a go to try it. So so if you don't already go follow us on the Christmas Stampathon Facebook group, please go there and see the fun. You've got one more day to get, well, in Australia it's not only about 12 hours left, to get your November entries, no, sorry, your October entries in. We're going to be doing November's, and then that'll be it for the year. Oh, no more. You're hopefully going to have lots of gorgeous, you know, cards and different bits and pieces. So. Ellen's filming hers today. There we go. Right, take care, everybody. Lovely to see you, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.